What is going on, guys? NYG Mafia here, back at it again with another video. And this one is, we're going to be talking about how Leonard Williams is just breaking out and he's an absolute beast for the Giants. So, obviously drafted back in 2015 with the 6th overall pick, I want to say. So, Leonard Williams obviously was drafted way up high in the first round. I know he was drafted really high in the first round. Yeah, he was the 6th overall pick in 2015. I know he played at USC, and he was an edge rusher. So he was really, really good. He looked like the best player to come out of the class and never lived up to the hype. Only had one 7-sack season in 2016. Every other year was 3 sacks, 4 sacks, nothing really insane, not many tackles, not many things along those lines. And I just want to cover how great he's doing this year. So let's get into the stats. 8.5 sacks, 16 solo, 19 assisted, 1 fumble recovery, 10 tackles for loss, and 24 QB hits. These are some really, really solid stats, especially the Giants haven't had a true edge rusher in years now, and to get someone like Leonard Williams is really going to help out those guys. Leonard Williams, Dexter Lawrence, and Dalvin Tomlinson, those three look nice. And even Jabal Sheard, he's not a long-term option, obviously. As he's approaching, he's starting to get old and approaching the final years of his career, so he's not in the future. But those 3 building blocks you have there, I don't think they're going to bring back Dalvin Tomlinson. You got to pick between Leonard Williams and Dalvin Tomlinson. But if they somehow get both, I don't know. That's up to them. But that's a beast defensive line. Bunch of dogs on there, so it's going to be fun to watch that. But if we get into the stats right now, against Seattle, he had 2.5 sacks. Almost would have been 3, but one was half a sack because I forgot who came up there with him. Was it Jabal Sheard or someone? But he's an absolute monster, Leonard Williams, and I don't care how much money he asks for. You gotta pay the man. He's been playing fantastic this year, and he's what's causing this Giants defense to be so good. They're like up front. They're like top 10 in the league rushing defense. I believe they're like 5, somewhere along those lines, and the secondary is improving. I think they're at 17th right now, which is not amazing, but obviously getting steadily better and just improving. So I'm happy to see that Leonard Williams is finally blossoming. Now, if you could get a building block that you could build with around Leonard Williams, say someone like a Joseph Osai or someone like a Hamilcar Rashed, or even someone like Shaka Tony. Not like it doesn't have to be someone big, but someone that could help Leonard Williams bring pressure up front. Because now you're getting the double teams off Williams, which is going to come soon. Trust me, if he keeps playing like this, there's going to be the double teams on Williams. Dexter Lawrence looks like a beast. Not a big sack guy because he obviously doesn't rush the quarterback. He's a run stopper, but he stuffs you in the run. Future video coming on that soon. But I just think that he could really develop if he has the pieces around him, so there's not as much pressure and offensive linemen on him, so he doesn't get doubled or any sort of that stuff along those lines. So Leonard Williams, man, really, really good player, and I'm just happy the Giants acquired him, and it's really benefiting this year. You can tell with Coach Judge and everyone at the team has acquired, whether it's coaches, players, they all have that winning mentality, and they all just come out there and win, and that's what I love the most about this Giants team. So, like I said, Leonard Williams, let's go over him game by game. So, against the Seattle Seahawks, he had 2.5 sacks, 2 solos, 1 assist, 3 combined, and 2 tackles for loss, along with 5 QB hits. That's a big game, if you ask me, coming up with 5 QB hits on Russell Wilson especially. Now, I know it's not a great offensive line, but I think that's quality play against a team like Seattle. No matter what, Seattle's one of the best teams in the league, and to come out on top like that was really impressive. And then when they played Cincinnati, he had 1 sack, 1 solo, 1 assist, 2 combined, 1 tackle for loss, 3 QB hits, and 1 fumble recovery. Actually, I believe that was to end the game. So that it was another good game. Maybe he didn't have 2.5 sacks. He had a sack though. He didn't have many QB hits, but he had a tackle. He was solid overall, and he got the job done. But just last week against Seattle, he was a monster, and his tackling ability is awesome. Just grabs you right around the legs and brings you down, and that's what I love most about him. He's just a great player and plays hard, and he fits with Coach Judge's scheme and everything that they want to do. Like he was saying, Coach Judge is only for players that want to win and want to succeed, and I believe that that's the direction this franchise is heading into. The playoffs look likely this year. Just got to maintain it over the Washington football team, who's looking pretty good as of late. Just beat the Steelers yesterday, actually. So, Leonard Williams came out and said himself, Joe Judge is only for players that like to win and want to win. He was saying how previous teams he was on, like not teams, but Giants teams, with obviously Pat Shurmur he was calling out, and just being with the Jets overall, no matter what coach it was a bad experience for him, and the locker room morale was not great, and really the team was just getting better and improving even back then, but they still suck now, if we're being honest. So I don't know what to say, but the Giants have just looked awesome as of late, and really, really excited to see what they could do. Really excited to see how the future plays out, and Leonard Williams' future. If they could give him like a 4 or 5 year deal, pay him, because he's going to want money. But he's already, I think, this year a top 10 edge rusher, a defensive lineman, whatever you want to call it, edge rusher, defensive lineman. Pay that man his money, give him however much money he wants, because without him, we're not going to have any pressure up front, no rush defense. And I don't know, man, it just won't be good. So please bring back Leonard Williams, no matter what the conditions are, pay him. You don't have to bring back Dalvin Tomlinson, just pay Leonard Williams. With that being said, that's going to be it for today's video, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later.